Hi, I'm Janet Demeter, and I'm founder and president of Jack's Angels Foundation for Pediatric Brain Tumor Awareness and Research and Advocacy for Children with Cancer. I'm also host of Childhood Cancer Talk Radio, and I'm coming here today to talk to you about Childhood Cancer Awareness Month and why it's so important. First of all, the color for Childhood Cancer Awareness is gold. Please, in whatever way, in whatever capacity, encourage your local city administrations to have buildings floodlit gold. The Niagara Falls, New York, this year truly led our country in doing this. And why do we need to raise awareness for childhood cancer? Because literally our medical research system, the way it's structured, really has neglected research for children. With all of the strides we've made for adult research, and some of that has transferred for children, literally children today are treated with drugs that have been around for decades. They're extremely toxic and not designed for them. And so also, another very important thing is that there's not a huge incentive for the private sector to invest in the research because it's not seen as a big profit, maker because there are fewer children. However, these children have been passed over year after year, and our government invests less than 4% of their research budget in these kids with the same excuses. However, these are the children that are getting passed over by the private sector. It makes no sense that so little from our government is going to our children. The Moonshot Initiative does not address this fact. The administration generally will not address this fact. All our new childhood cancer legislation does not have anything in it that addresses that fact. What it does have is tries to create new private sector incentives, which is great. We need that. We have the STAR Act, which is for survivorship, for treatment, for accessibility, and for research for children. Please encourage your representatives to all sign this, as well as the 21st Century Cures Act, the Race for Children. All of these that have provisions in them for kids are like lifelines, and it's a fight to get them passed, and it needs your support. The reason why I'm coming to you today is I, like thousands of other parents, I've lost my son to DIPG, which is the most deadly pediatric cancer. It's a very common pediatric brain tumor, and for years it's marginalized as rare, and everything is parent funded right now, which is a huge burden on our parents in the United States. But for many childhood cancers, this is a fact. And so please also support your local childhood cancer groups that raise money for research because they're funding it. The ACS, LLS, they use children. I'm sorry, I have to name them. They use children often in their commercials, yet they give even less to pediatric cancer research, even less. And so together, in wearing gold, in asking the White House to go gold, because they've been actually dragging their heels on that. The NFL might go gold next year. I want to say thank you to Major League Baseball. You rock. They're going gold for our kids, okay? These kids, a lot of them, DIPG, what my son died of, no change in prognosis or treatment in 50 years. These children's lives matter. This comes down to their constitutional rights. We could do something to save them, and the decision keeps being made over and over again not to. And so with your support, with your voices, please contact your representatives in government. That's what they're there for. As cynical as we can become sometimes about our government, that is what we've got. Use it, work it, tell them what you think. Stand up for our kids, because a lot of them don't have voices anymore, so we have to be their voice. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Janet Demeter.